All right, yesterday and the previous, which was a Tuesday, the Kampala Serena Hotel saw the 8th annual oil and gas conversion, which was of 2022. And this particular one was being held, and it normally happens to see that people get skilled, stakeholders meet, discussions are always there for people to understand more of the oil and gas, because this is a new experience for not only Uganda but for the entire East African community, because no other country is rich in oil apart from Uganda.
But from the first and 7 conventions that have been held, this is very different. You know why?
After the final
yes, investment decision was made.
taken,
So everyone
exactly
was
so.
excited, was highlighting, wanted to see what is going to be there after that, because you realize there was quite a good number of turn up. A lot of people wanted to come and see what can I offer, which is why people were attending, and I can say it was an attendance of thousands. Not hundreds, but thousands. And then the showcasing or the exhibiting that were there were in hundreds. So you realize that that was a very great one. And a lot of people have walked away with either deals or non-made deals. So basically, you realize that would make a remarkable historical convention.
And this one was actually having a theme of maximizing national content and value retention at the end of the day. So when you look at what is actually coming up as well, is that we are looking at how we can maximize the natural content here, or the national oil content, and how we can take good use of it. 2025, we expect our first oil drop in the country, and that is where you can definitely see. Well, during day one of the conversion, I happened to get a one-on-one with the CEO Sbg Securities, who as well happens to be a namesake of mine. Is called Joram ONGURUA. Yes. He's known as Joram ONGURUA. He's the CEO of Sbg Securities, which is a subordinate of Sbg Bank, but this particular one manages stock, forex, and all about securities and investment. And the bigger topic was about how the banks are coming in as the stakeholders in this particular, or how are the financial institutions coming in as big stakeholders in the oil and gas sector. And he had some answers to that, and also gave some tips on how people can save for their future and investments, and also understanding more of the securities exchange in Uganda. Right, it's a pleasure to be with us this very day here on Smart 24 TV. My name is Joram Paul Sonko, and on ground with me here, we are at the ongoing conversion of the oil and gas sector in Uganda, and this particular one is the 8th annual conversion, and live from the Kampala Serena Hotel. Well, besides that, we are going to be speaking to the gentleman from the Sbg Securities, to be more precise, the CEO of Sbg Securities, that is Mr. Joram ONGURUA. You're most welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here today.
All right. Now, the viewer out there would want to know, why is the Sbg Securities part of this particular ongoing conversion, and also why is Sbg Bank part of the conversion?
All right, thank you. A very key point and reason why we're here today is to complement the entire ecosystem. Firstly, we've known and we've noticed that government has come out at the forefront, making sure Ugandan companies are part of this good initiative. And in addition to that, also we've seen banks like Sbg Bank coming in to facilitate the Ugandan business by giving them capital so that they're able to participate in the oil and gas. The way we come into play Sbg Securities is, one, is to say, you as a business, you have now made money, you've benefited from oil and gas. How do you preserve your capital for generations after today? So that is how Sbg comes in to help you with investment advice and manage your money as you build your wealth. Thank you.
Okay, and if you're to look at the future of our oil and gas sector, where should the Ugandans have their eyes on? Because I believe almost all the Ugandans are looking at the vast opportunities, but where are the key opportunities? Now, for you, you are into the sector, the economic sector. You can easily see or advise someone on where to invest their money in regards to the oil and gas sector.
So my advice is that, one, is that we cannot all play in the oil and gas sector, but however, the benefit and the advantage is that out of the FID, we will see that the opportunities cross-pollinate into the various sectors. So what we have to do as of today is make sure we pre-qualify the requirements that are required of every organization or an entity playing in this space. And two is also to upskill, make sure that once the opportunity knocks your door, you take advantage of it.
All right. Now, also let's also now try to look at the banking sector in general. The mere fact that how best can Ugandans get to understand the issue of stock now.